What's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I'm doing a video on the top 5 skins for CSGO that the price is affected the most by their trade-up results. And if you guys don't know what I mean by this, there are some skins in CSGO that are actually quite expensive, but they're not expensive due to their rarity or the demand for them. The main reason these skins are expensive is because they trade up to a much better skin that is usually a really hyped up skin that a lot of people highly desire. So I've looked through all the CSGO collections and I've attempted to determine the 5 skins in increasing order which are the most affected by their trade-up result, and of course their trade-up result is basically the only reason that their prices are so high. So let's get right into number 5. So at number 5 we have the StatTrak Op Graphite, and the factory new price for this skin is $187, and it's not like it's rare to get this skin in factory new. Factory new is actually the most common condition, and it can only be in factory new and minimal wear, so it's not like a rarity condition thing. It's just that this skin in general is very expensive now, and I believe this is mainly due to the fact that this can trade up to the StatTrak Fire Serpent, which is one of the most valuable gun skins in the game. And the Op Graphite, I mean, it's not that bad of a skin. It's pretty nice to put stickers on and stuff, but I don't believe that this skin would be worth nearly the same price if it wasn't able to trade up to the StatTrak Fire Serpent. Now at number 4 we have one of the other ingredients that you can use to craft a StatTrak Fire Serpent, and this is the StatTrak P2000 Ocean Foam, and the current market price of this skin is even more valuable than the Op Graphite. So this skin as well as the Op Graphite have gone up in price so much because they're able to trade up to the StatTrak Fire Serpent. I'm not really sure why so many people want the StatTrak Fire Serpent and why people pay so much for it. I do believe there is probably a good amount of other AK skins which are a little better for cheaper, but I guess a lot of people really do like those StatTrak Fire Serpents, so they're willing to pay a lot to try to trade up to them with these skins. Now at number 3 we have the M4A1S Knight, which is currently $272 on the Steam market, and some easy proof that this skin is so valuable due to its trade-up contract is if you check on the Steam market or on a CSGO database, you will notice that there is a lot more M4A1S Knights that are factory new or minimal wear. It doesn't really matter on the condition, but for instance, let's compare the M4A1S Knight factory new to the M4A1S Masterpiece factory new. I believe right now there's 35 M4A1S Knights on the Steam market, and there's only 10 of the Masterpieces, so the Masterpiece is actually a lot rarer to get factory new than the M4A1S Knight, but the Masterpiece is only around $200, and the M4A1S Knight is $272, and even though it's not as rare to get in the factory new condition as the Masterpiece, and it's probably not as detailed and flashy of a skin as the Masterpiece, it actually sells for so much more due to the fact that it's able to trade up to the Op Dragon lore. So again, this top 5 is not an order of which skins are actually the most expensive, it's which skins I think have the biggest price increase, like percentage, based on their trade-up contract. And at number 2 we have the Glock Dragon Tattoo StatTrak Factory New, which is $23. Yep, that's right, $23 for one of the most bland Glock skins in the game. I mean, it's not that bad of a skin, but for $23, I think that's kind of ridiculous if you're actually going to use this as a play skin. And there's also so many other StatTrak gray Glocks that are like $1 that are factory new, and they look, some of them are even more detailed than this one, but the StatTrak Glock Dragon Tattoo is $23, and that's basically just because it's able to trade up to a StatTrak Factory New AK Case Hardened, and a lot of people do that trade up because they're hoping to get a StatTrak AK Blue Gem, which has actually never happened with the Glock Dragon Tattoo Factory News because no one has gotten a StatTrak Factory New AK Blue Gem, or at least a tier 1 like really nice blue gem. Maybe someone's gotten like a 30% blue top, but nothing really nice has been crafted yet. But a lot of people do use this Glock to try to trade up to those AK Case Hardens. So for number 1, the pick was quite obvious, and it is the Negev Anodized Navy, which costs $57. I'm not even kidding. This beat up looking Navy Negev skin costs $57.50 on the Steam market, and it's only expensive because it can trade to the Glock Fade. I mean, it is a relatively rare skin, but even there's plenty of other skins from old collections that are just about as rare or rarer than this skin that are a lot cheaper and actually look kind of nice, but this skin is for the Negev, and it's there's basically every single other Negev skin besides like a couple of them are probably better than this one anyway, and all of those skins only cost a couple cents, but this skin costs 57 bucks only because it is able to trade up to a Glock Fade and the MP9 Bulldozer. Well, the MP9 Bulldozer isn't really that expensive unless you get the factory new one, so if you have 10 low float versions of this skin, you could try to get a factory new Bulldozer, but the main thing that people try to get is the Glock Fade, so that's why the price of this is so jacked up. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.